and welcome to my channel. Today I have a new nail art tutorial for you, obviously, and this time it's all about dwarfs. I finally got around to doing a new installment in my mid nail art series, which I started I think ages ago. I started out with a fairy tale series and that ended and I went on to mids. Yeah, I still really love doing it, it's just that Halloween got in the way and stuff like that, and after this we'll have the holiday season. So I really wanted to take the chance to do a mid nail art. Now that I didn't have any other theme that I was trying to follow. So yeah, I went for dwarfs. The background nail polish this time is OPI's I Don't Give a Rotterdam, because that's literally the only grey nail polish I still have at this point, which is slightly odd considering the fact that grey is actually one of my favorite colors of nail polish for some reason. I don't know why either, I just really love it. So yeah, and other than that I used my well, you know, the acrylic paint I use every single time. The very cheap, brandless acrylic paint that just works very nice for nail art. And also I used nail art brushes that I got off eBay at some point in time. One of those 12 brushes in a very cheap package sort of deals. And I actually chopped most of them up to make them even thinner. Because especially for the middle nail, which you're going to see last, you really need a very extremely thin brush. And, you know, thinner than what you can probably buy anywhere. Because otherwise you'll never really get details like this. So yeah, I just chopped them up with a pair of nail scissors to make them as thin as possible. What I painted on my nails, roughly, on the first nail it was a cave with dwarfs in it, or at least we're just going to assume it's dwarfs. The silhouettes are too small to notice really. Despite it looking the most intricate, really it's actually the easiest nail that I did for this nail art. You know, just the basic, like the light, then with one stroke technique, the cave around it, and the silhouettes, and you're pretty much done. Just fill in the rest with black and that's it. Then the sword on the final nail, that's really, you know, what the dwarves were known for. Their swords probably look better than mine, I gotta admit. Swords are just something I'm really not good at drawing for some reason. Symmetry just isn't my thing apparently. But anyway, yeah, it was sort of a really like thing that the dwarves were famous for back in those days. If you believe the myths, that is. For making like jewelry and weapons and tools that were much sharper and much stronger and much more beautiful than anything a human could craft. You know, there seems to be a recurring theme with a lot of mythical creatures that could do stuff that humans couldn't do. Seemed to be slightly an obsession for humans back in those days. But yeah, so, you know, those swords were said to be magical, be invincible, stuff like that. So yeah, that's why I decided to paint a sword on my nails as well. And then on the middle nail I decided to paint a dwarf at work. He's working on a sword at this moment. And yeah, this was really one I really hesitated before starting on this, because it seemed like a pretty difficult thing to draw, which it was. But what really helps is to just draw the silhouette first, so you can at least sort of roughly pretend that you know what you're doing. Always really helps me. So I painted the white silhouette first, which is also going to help the colors pop a little bit more. Then I added the colors, then I added the details, and then lastly the outline. So yeah, that's just to me the easiest way to paint difficult stuff. Just add on more and more until you get to the tiniest details at the very end. So yeah, because that's also something of a story that just one story about dwarves that stuck with me. About a guy who actually encountered dwarves, like he was, I don't know, herding sheep, or he was a woodcutter. I really don't remember at all. But something like that. And then he, at one night he was out kind of late and it was getting dark. So he actually looked at the mountains and saw a glowing light there. So he went towards it, and then he noticed that it was actually a tiny little workplace with dwarves building, you know, tools and weapons and stuff. And yeah, so the dwarves, just probably to make him shut up about it all and not actually tell people where their place was, actually gave him a very beautiful knife, and that was the end of the story. But yeah, I thought it was just really, I don't know, pretty funny that back in the day they really used to believe in just random encounters with mythical creatures, which I think is just really cool and makes the world a lot more interesting. Then once you're done, just fill up everything, wait for it to dry and cover up everything with top coat, and then we're done. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. If you did, please click the like button, it would really help me out. And if you want to, you can also subscribe to my channel. I actually do mostly makeup tutorials, but I also make sure to toss in a nail art once or twice per month. Yeah, below this video you can find a full list of the products I used on my nails today. Not a very long list, but still you can find it down there. Other than that, you can also find a full list of all my social media accounts and names down there. I'm mostly active on Instagram, and I'd really love it if you'd want to follow me there. I share a lot of makeup, especially on there as well. Other than that, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!